How to come up with a good business idea even if you don't know where to start. Well, in this video I'm going to show you a methodology I use to brainstorm and decide if a business idea is good and if it fits my passions and skills. Coming up. Hi, it's Frank here with more tips, tutorials and strategies to help you create great content and amplify your brand. Thank you so much for being here, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you won't miss any future updates. So let's jump into the content. So how do you come up with the good business ideas even if you don't know where to start? Well, I use mind mapping for brainstorming my ideas. So if you want to start a business from scratch and come up with an idea that fits your passions, fits your skills and anything that you are passionate about, you need to have the kind of that three-dimensional object, rendered object that you have in your mind, that idea that you have in your mind, and splash into a piece of paper. And that's what I do when I start to brainstorm for business ideas. I basically use a piece of paper like this and I write down all the things that I know about that topic. So for business or for online businesses, I just use a piece of paper. And that's what I suggest you to do today. Just grab pen and paper and just follow through this video, because I'm gonna brainstorm ideas just in front of you. And I'm gonna be using a whiteboard. I've got a digital whiteboard. If you have a stylus pen like I have, just follow through and use that as well. The website is in the description below, so if you have a look at that, you can find out how to get a whiteboard online. So I'm gonna jump into my computer and we're gonna start brainstorming our ideas. So as you can see, I'm using this whiteboard. So the website is awwapp.com. If you want to go ahead and just use that. If you have a stylus, again, it makes sense to use something like this if you're into digital stuff. Otherwise, just pen and paper would do more than enough. I mainly use pen and paper first, and then I perhaps use some digital software like mind mapping software as well. I just left some links in the description below, so have a look at that. So what you have to do first of all is to write down your main idea in the center of the paper. So I'm gonna just write here online business. It doesn't have to look pretty. You just need to make sure that you have all of your idea into a piece of paper, and then I just draw a circle around it. Online business. So I wrote down this stuff already, so I'm gonna use this as a reference. One of the first steps to start an online business is first of all choosing the name. So I'm gonna just write here name. So what name should I give to my company? What name should I give to my business? If you're a freelance, you can just use your name. If you don't like your name and you still want to use a brand name or like a company name, you can just brainstorm some names. And again, this will lead me to think about what research tool should I use to find out a good business name. Research tools. And if you want to find out about how to come up with a good name and what tools to use, I've got a couple of videos that talk about that. I just leave that in the description here on the video. So hit that link above to find out about these videos. Okay, so that would be my first step. Another thing that I have to take care of is the logo. Now, name and logo are not essential. Actually, I would say the name is essential, but the logo, it's not, just at the beginning. So do not procrastinate too much. Do not stay and romanticize too much about logo, about names. Trying to decide what name you want to give to your company, and then the logo is going to be something that you can think about later on. And again, when I think about logo, I think of what tools to use to create a logo, whether you create a logo out of free tools or paid for, you have that option as well. I'm gonna make videos about logos as well. There are also lots of videos online. You can find out how to design your own logo, but again, I'm gonna record videos about how to design your own logo, either with the paid method or free method as well. Okay, so that's another thing that I have to write down here. What type of business? On what types of online business I can create? And again, this is very subjective. So this mind map you see here that I'm brainstorming with you is something that relates to things that I know. As a reference, your mind map should should focus mainly on passions. I'm gonna write this on the top left here. Passions, problems, pains, I would say, and fears. So take these three as a reference, as a guidance to kind of brainstorm your mind map. So even if you write down things that you don't know anything about, is a concern of yours, write that down. So things that I don't know about, I can still write them down and then find out if that things that I can research on or I can eliminate. So let's carry on here with types. So for instance, for types, I need to decide if my business is gonna sell services or products or both. Some businesses sells both. Another kind of type of business could be coaching business. Another one is consulting, very profitable consulting businesses. Another one is online courses, or courses in general. Another one is about, for instance, podcasts, very popular nowadays. Podcasts are pre-recorded interviews, like audio files, and people are talking about a specific topic. Podcasts, pre-recorded radio programs, blogs, still very popular, powerful. In my case, I develop websites, so developing website could be something that I can focus on. Developing website. If you are into, let's say, golf, knitting, fishing, you can write something related to that here. You probably know about what channels, what influencers are out there, so you can start to write down what sort of things related to your niche can be potentially good for your business. Another one is by selling on eBay. Would be another way to start up an online business. Selling on Amazon as well. Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon. That's what that means. And then also using something like Shopify. Shopify is a website that allows you to create your own store online, so you can sell physical goods or digital goods. It's up to you. Okay, this is very generic, but at least we know these are the sort of the type of businesses that we can think about. So these are the one that I know a little bit about. I don't know necessarily about podcasts that much, about coaching a lot, about selling on eBay, but it's something that I can expand and think about. So another arrow here that I can draw is about, for instance, very important, the niche. What niche? I mean, even if I know at the back of my mind, I know what sort of niche I'm going to focus on. I want to write down that and see what potential niche can actually fit my passions and my skills. And again, to find out the niche, there are tools and research tools and stuff that I can use to narrow my research. And again, I'm gonna be making videos about researching your niche. If you have any requests about any of these topics that I'm talking about now, just please let me know in the comment below. Another one that I'm concerned about is content creation. So content creation is a concern of mine, and I want to make sure that I'm consistent creating content. So consistency is something that I'm concerned about. And again, I'm focusing on problems as well. You see, problems and pains. Consistency is one of my problems, so I need to write that down. Consistency. Another one is schedule my posts, schedule my material ahead. So schedule ahead. That's another concern of mine. Another one is what types of content I'm going to create. Types of content. So I can just write here a list of content. Let me zoom in a little bit. So types of content. What types of content should I create? Well, I can start by doing something like checklists. So checklists are essentially one A4 sheet of paper or more than one with like tips or step-by-step instructions about anything whether you are teaching about a recipe and you basically instruct what ingredients they need to buy, what steps they need to follow to actually make that meal or that recipe. Checklists about any strategies, marketing strategies on how to create your to build your email list, or how to market your product, etc., etc. There are lots of checklists that you can search about. Another one would be ebooks, very popular. Ebooks or books. If you decide to have a physical book, you can send that book to your customers and they can just pay the delivery. Sometimes you just pay, use that as a lead magnet to kind of gain email addresses and to start a relationship with your potential clients. Another one would be mini courses. Mini courses are also very popular. So you create a course like a 4-video course. People just put their name and email address to access to this 4-video course, mini course. And you teach about something you're passionate about, something that can be delivered within 4 videos or something like that. Mini courses is a very powerful way to, gain attention with your customers. Another one is infographics. Infographics are it's a graphic representation of a specific topic. For instance, how to ride a bicycle infographic. You might find one long form infographic about all the things that you need to do in order to ride a bicycle, or in order to ride a horse, or how to play golf. Anything like this can actually be found in infographic. So one of the best places to search for infographic is Pinterest.com. It's a image search engine, and you can search any topic you're passionate about, and you're definitely gonna find some infographic, especially for like yoga, if you are into fitness, into, let's say, how to build your abs. There are exercises that you can use, and that could be an infographic. Another one is about yoga, all the yoga postures. When you wake up in the morning, you want to find out yoga postures, you'll find infographic about that. So infographic are quite powerful. Not necessarily something that I personally would do, but very powerful. Another one is reports. They still work. I have to say that you can actually make a report, and they're still interested in downloading them. Another one would be resources. For resources, I mean, let's say a checklist, or could be just a PDF document with like links to certain websites. So one of my lead magnet is about buying domains and selling domains and investing in domains as well. So that is essentially, it's a keynote PDF presentation. It's just like a few pages where you'll find all different links to website where you can buy domain names. Okay, resources. So I just jot down some of this. If I come up with others, I will definitely come up with others, but these are probably the main ones. Mini courses as well, content creation, videos. These are the things that I'm concerned about. Another thing that I'm concerned about are, for instance, if I want to make videos, I'm concerned about the music. What music should I use for my videos? Should I use a free copyright music, or I can use a paid for music? Or I can make my own music, because I'm actually a musician, so I can actually make my own music. So I could do that. And I actually have a course about that, which is a GarageBand course. So again, you see, I'm just writing down about my skills, about my passions, and you have to do the same thing for your passions and your skills. Okay, so as you can see, if I just zoom out a little bit, you'll see this mind map is started to take shape. Let me just move this a little bit more. So another thing that I can draw here is about organizing. In any business, we need to be organized. And I think organizing is also in regards of finding out ideas, finding out ways to deliver your product or your service, organizing your schedule during the week, organizing ahead. One of the things actually that I do is mind mapping. I mind map ideas, projects that I want to work on. Another method is sticky notes, reorganizing my thoughts, scheduling posts. And again, if you're gonna have a blog, if you want to have if you're gonna have a podcast, or if you're gonna have any sort of a video or any sort of material, article you want to publish on your website, on your social media as well, you would have to probably schedule your post ahead if you want to make your life easier. I also reverse engineer pretty much anything, and I use frameworks to do that. I actually made my own framework, which is called Panoramic Wheel Framework, and that is a PDF that you can download from my website if you're interested in finding out how to start a big project and chunk it into small slices that are more digestible. That would be probably the perfect way to start a big project. Leverage to optimize processes. What essentially means is that I leverage things that I don't know about. For instance, if I want to create a cover for my ebook and I don't have time to do it, or if I don't know how to do it, I could leverage that to someone else. And this is part of organization. So I can actually link this to, for instance, a freelance job or to someone else. I can use something like Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com is a website that allows you to search for freelancers that can do some work for you, design covers for your ebooks or graphics, or even documents. If you want to write down a document, you don't know how to design it, you can just commission someone on Fiverr to do that, and I think it's a minimum of $5 all the way up. And then we have something like Upwork.com. That's another one to actually find freelancers. And another one is 99 Design. This is more for designers. If you want to design ebooks, if you want to design graphics for your website, etc. 99 Design is also a perfect place to search. So, and again, I'm just brainstorming. I'm just bringing up on a piece of paper anything that I know, anything that I come up now in my mind, and expand on this mind map. And I can even expand even more. I can just leave this, and I sometimes just keep that piece of paper on my desk, and I come back the day after or after a few days, and I find out, oh, I actually missed out that, or I forgot to write down that thing. And after a while, you'll find out what sort of things you want to focus on, what things you want to eliminate. So I also can expand on types. For instance, in types, I can actually go here. So what niches are out there? First of all, in my case, I'm into entrepreneurship. So I'm gonna write that down. Another one is about marketing strategies. Another one that I'm passionate about is passive income, mindset, motivational. I'm not really into motivational that much, but some of the stuff I like to watch and I like to see, and perhaps I can create something about. Healthy living, lifestyle, life hacks. The main niches that are most researched online are wealth, health, relationships, and I would say hobbies. There are definitely others, but I personally think these are the main ones. Wealth, health, relationships. Wealth, health, relationships, and hobbies are probably the most searched. Just focus on your niche. Find out what you're passionate about. Write these things down. And again, I can expand again here on, for instance, marketing strategies. For marketing strategies, I'm concerned and I'm also passionate about email list building. So if you want to start a business, you need to start to collect email addresses. How do you start to collect email addresses? By using lead magnets. What are lead magnets? Lead magnets are things like this. So are types of content that can be used to attract your customers so they can leave their email address so they can download your goodies for free initially. And these are the main that you can use, the main things that you can make: checklist, ebooks, mini courses, videos in general, resources, create some sort of a PDF, some sort of material they can consume immediately. So that's what the lead magnets are. Another thing is that I know about marketing strategies. One is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing essentially is you promoting someone else's products or services. I can promote about a company that I'm passionate about, a product that I'm passionate about that is not necessarily mine. If someone watches my video, clicks on the link, they can go directly to their website, they can buy, and I can get a commission out of it. So affiliate marketing, it's one of my marketing strategies, for instance. And that is part of, again, building up your business and diversify your source of income. Another one is passive income. And another one is also healthy living that I'm passionate about. For instance, with healthy living, I can talk about yoga, meditation, huge channels, huge influencers about meditation, yoga, recipes as well, healthy habits. Another one is transformational training, like Tony Robbins. Cool, so I just came up with this. Again, I'm just gonna make this smaller just to show you what I've done so far. So after you've done all of this, you can start to highlight things that you are planning to, pursue or find out more about. So for instance, for me, I would say I will probably focus on mini courses, ebooks and checklists. Is something I definitely gonna do in terms of content creation. In terms of music, I will probably choose to have some free music, that's for sure. I will probably highlight the whole thing. This is definitely something I want to focus on. In terms of organizing, mind map sticky notes is something that I want to do. Scheduling posts is something that I want to do. I don't really want to do, for instance, infographics, so it's something that I can just delete or just strike through and say this is not something I'm gonna do. It just takes a lot of time. I could leverage that to a freelancer, but it's something I'm not really gonna do now. For instance, yoga meditation is something that I like, but I'm not necessarily gonna do right away. So this is something that I'm probably going to eliminate. You would have to decide what to prioritize now. And again, make sure that you know that these are the main niches that are most researched: health, wealth, relationships, and hobbies. And again, I will probably focus here on marketing strategies. That's another thing. Podcasts, that's for sure. Podcasts, online courses is something I'm passionate about as well. For instance, I can go here into online courses and I can say, okay, why online courses first of all? So when you decide the niche and the topic you want to focus on for your business, for me is online courses, for instance. I have to understand first of all, why do I want to do that? Answer that questions, and also what tools you're going to use. Am I going to need to create online courses? What screencasting software do I need? I use, for instance, ScreenFlow for the Mac. For the PC, you can use Camtasia. And what mic do I need? What camera do I need? Sorry about that. Okay. What camera do I need, etc. So all these things, anyway, are linked in the description below if you want to find out what I use for my screencasting and my online course and my videos in general. But what about you? If you are into knitting, what sort of material do you need for knitting to create that channel, to create that website? Now, you don't have to decide right now what you're going to focus on, but this is just a good way to figure it out. Okay, this is the stuff that I know. What should I focus on now? What should I eliminate? In another video, I'm going to show you how to use sticky notes and how to brainstorm with those. So just buy some sticky notes, some memos, and we're going to write down things on them, and we're going to shuffle them around. We'll be able actually to move them, to reorganize them, to create sub lists, etc., to find out what to focus on, what to eliminate, what's best for us essentially. So I hope it's been useful. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I know it's been quite long, but I kind of went through the whole process of brainstorming with you. So I hope you, after this video, you start to create your own mind map. But once you create that, once you have a little bit of a visual representation of your thoughts into a piece of paper, you'll be able to then carry on and do the second exercise, which is using sticky notes, and find out really what you're passionate about, what works in the market, what's profitable, what is viable for your startup, for your online business in general. So thank you so much, and let me know what topic you're into, what passions you have, what sort of things would you like to start as a business. The best conversation happens in the comment below, so let me know what you are into, and perhaps I can help you out or we can brainstorm together and find out the best solution to start your online business. For other videos related to brainstorming ideas, please click here, and for other related videos, click here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you very soon in another video.